Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, The Journey to Justice. Just making a little video for you guys. I'm just taking a little ride around and I'm just gonna go to the park to chill for a minute, get some peace and quiet. And if I sound like I'm got a cold, I kind of do got a cold because, you know, I got the big C and I am kind of recovering from it, but I got a little rattle. But it's loose and it's okay. I'm watching out to see if effects, if any changes in my body or anything like that. But it's been over 10 days now, and all I can say is that, you know, I got a bit of a cold and my nose is a bit stuffy. And that's about it. I can't see that my symptoms or anything are anything different than a cold, a flu symptoms, and things like that. But things can change very quickly, so they say. So you really have to keep an eye on things, you know your body and everything. So, other than that, I am feeling okay, but I am still tired. Like no energy, just tired. And that is one of the symptoms. But then again, you have flu and you're not feeling good, that's what happens. So, I don't even know, guys, what really to look out for, except breathing problems or anything like that. But I'm okay with the breathing problem and everything. So, and who's to know when this is over? They say 10 days and you can return to work, but I don't even know. Or they say when you feel better, when you're better. Well, to even know if you are better, you have to go and get another test done to say that you don't have it anymore, to really know if you can return back to work. Because don't forget, guys, I'm off of work because of this. And like I told you last time, that in a live video, that my boss at my job is blaming me for spreading germs. And he wants to talk to me when I come back in about my hours. And I asked him, what does he mean about that? What do you think it means? Well, I said, I don't have a job anymore? Well, we are going to discuss your job here and your hours. And I'm not even telling him anything else because he's accusing me of not signing the form properly. It was a yes or no question. But at the time, on the Wednesday, it was on a Wednesday, just before, the 30th, before New Year's Eve. I went in there and told him that my daughter's sister had, the big C, and that she hasn't been tested yet. So when he asked me, has she been tested yet? I said, no. Is she positive? And I said, no, because she hasn't taken the test yet. I will go and call her. Yeah, you go call her. So I called her that afternoon. I got into work about 2 o'clock. By the time we had this discussion, I went and called her, and she had not done it yet. And I said, well, you better hurry up and go. She goes, yes, I am. Well, she went later that evening to urgent care, and she had a rapid testing done. Rapid means she thought she was going to find out within 24 hours. But the rapid testing, she found out right away. Well, I didn't know this, that they could find out right away. And then she texted me about 7:30 or whenever. I was keeping an eye on my messages because I told her to get back to me as soon as she knows. Well, then she told me that the results, she had the big C. And I told my manager, you better call my boss up. You better call the boss up and tell him right away. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Should I go home? What do I do? And he goes, well, no, we'll just leave it to tomorrow. What do you mean leave it to tomorrow? You better go call him up now. I think you should call him up now. Well, anyway, the next day, which was the Thursday, New Year's Eve, I go in there and tell him, and this is when he starts calling me a liar. In those words, a liar, because he said there is no way that she could have found out that day. It takes 2 or 3 days for a test to come back. I said, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Depends where you go. Well, anyway, she did find out. No, that can't be. You have put lives in jeopardy. You put my business in jeopardy. I can't afford, shut this place down. And I was like, oh yeah? Well, who knows where I got it from, because I had the symptoms pretty fast from not even keeping my distance from my daughter as much as we could, and wearing a mask and not touching nothing and not even using the toilet or anything like that. I don't even... And then I did kind of tell him that other people at this job have had the test and we never got results from that, and we never... Oh, well, like who? Name them. I said, no, I'm not naming them because you know. And I just try to change that subject for a minute, because one person did tell me they had it, and that was the person that got sick. And I told him he's getting me sick again with cold symptoms. Cold symptoms. Now I've gone the wrong way. I've gone the wrong way, guys. I've gone a little too far. Just turn around and go back the other way. Oh, there's an ambulance. We'll just wait for that to go by. It's on the left side here. Ambulance. Well, I don't like his accusations, if you ask me. And it's not my fault. I've taken all the precautions I can to stay safe at my job, which is a dirty job and full of germs. I've worn gloves. I've worn a mask all day, like everybody has to wear a mask all day, suffering with wearing a mask all day. And stuff like that. And I took precautions when I went to my daughter's house as much as I can. As much as I can, like when I'm at my job. Same thing. 3 foot, 6 foot apart. Well, anyway, I'm not convinced that I got it from my daughter now. I'm convinced that it's going around in a circle and people at my job have had it. Now, can I prove it? Oh, yes, I could prove it if it's true. If several people have had it and we weren't notified for our safety. Because, there's a lot of people still out there that work and go home to their family. Go home to their families, and who knows what they're taking home. Now, I take precautions like I wash my clothes, I wash my hair, I wash my hands 1,000 times, I use gloves, I use sanitizer, I use a mask, I change my mask throughout the day. And And what else you want me to do? I stay away from people. Well, you know, my situation right now, you know I'm staying away from people. The only time that I go out is, you know, to go get some coffee or go get something to eat. I'm wearing my mask. I'm going to the bathroom, washing my hands. I mean, what do you want me to do? And I'm a pretty fit person. You know, I don't get sick that easy. But, you know, with this big C going around, seems like everything, there's no common cold anymore or the flu or anything. It's called one thing now. And that is in the same category as, hold on a minute. I gotta find the entrance to this park because now it's a bit dark and I can't find it's just past this. Oh, it's getting a bit dark now. I don't like going into a park when it's dark. Well, this is Franklin Park. My son's school used to be up the road there. And this is like in the country. You know, it's a suburb. So this is where I used to come and walk my dog when I had my dog. So this is what it's like. This is, you walk your dogs. There's a little park. It's very tiny. And I'll try to go slow. You can go down there and take a walk. There is wildlife out here. Wildlife. Here you go. Here's a lovely view for you guys. It's better than some views. There you go, guys. So that's where I am right now. Now, the health department, you cannot get fired from your job for catching what's going on around the world today. And he cannot accuse you, and he cannot punish you for steps that you may not have taken to prevent things happening. Whatever that is, don't ask me, because how much more can I isolate myself living in my minivan? I haven't even seen my daughter for months. For months. There's a lot of people that haven't seen their family for a long time in fear of the unknown. But everybody has to work. My daughter has to work. Her family, her sister and her husband and whoever else have to work. There is school going on here for the youngsters. Depends where you live. It depends where you live, is to virtual or regular school. Now, who knows? You cannot put the blame on one event that's just happened to be a coincidence, if you know what I mean. Just a coincidence that I went there on the Monday and suddenly I'm off of work on the Thursday. Which I wasn't feeling so good. Way before that, I was getting really tired. And I put it down to one of the co-workers getting sick with the flu. And he was off a couple of days. That's it. And blaming me for what happened. And now that I am tested for the big C, he has to now either shut down the company who I work for and test everybody. Now, is that happening? No, it's not shut down, and I don't know if anybody has got tested yet. Now, there's a law in place from the health and safety and welfare of others in Wisconsin. The health department, they said they're going to call him up. They need somebody to call him up and tell him the procedures, because the procedures he gave me are wrong. The questions he asked me, when I said they had been in contact with somebody that has it now, he should have shut everything down. He should have sent me home, and he should have not even asked me the yes or no question. Regardless, the yes and no question was, has she been tested? Does she have it? Well, the answer right there and then was no. But that is not the way to conduct the questionnaire. If you have been in contact or possible contact to somebody, you are to isolate yourself right away, get tested, and wait for results. But in the meantime, you don't work, or even if you do work, you stay at home. You isolate yourself away from others until you can be tested and get your results back. That's the procedure. Now, I'm in the wrong? Well, there's a couple of other things that I can prove that I was not lying to the questions on that Wednesday when I came into work and told him about it. And I'm not giving him the proof. I don't need to give him the proof because I'm the one telling the truth. And if need be, then I will get the proof and use it against him. That's all I'm going to do. The best thing when you are being accused of something and you feel like your job is on the line, not like it's the greatest job, but it was a job, but it ain't the greatest job, and it's no loss to me except income. You cannot use this and threaten me when we have this going around the world. And I'm dealing with thousands of people a week from all over the United States of America. Filthy people, dirty people, truckers, anybody coming into the store, travelers. I don't know where they've been. I am dealing with a lot of strangers every day in the showers. Who knows what they got in their skin? Who knows what's floating around in the shower room, in the air, the bathrooms, touching things, touching coffee mugs. You know, when you go to get coffee, people are touching the cups. They're touching when you pour your coffee out, your fingers are all going on those machines, those spouts. Nobody's wearing gloves. So this is what I mean. So guys, this is just a little vent and what's going on in my life right now. And today is Saturday. I don't even know what day it is today. Is it the 9th? 9th of January, 2021. And So I'm just giving you guys a little update. And for the people that know that they have family working outside the home and are dealing with the public in any shape or form, it doesn't matter what you're touching. Even if you keep 3 feet to 6 feet away, don't let your guard down. I'm telling you, because we don't even know exactly how this is spread. Now, they say this and say that, but I took all my precautions. Yeah, I did. I mean, I've been in contact with lots of people, and you take precautions, but just because you have friends and family members doesn't mean you're immune. That's what I'm saying. Trust nobody. Don't trust your kids, your family, your friends, your co-workers. Don't trust nobody. What you got to do is, you even probably got to wear gloves and keep changing them 24/7, because if you're not wearing gloves and you touch your face or anything like that, itch your face, itch your eye, who knows how you're going to get it? Who knows? Even if you itch your face, you got your mask on, that's nothing. So just take precautions. I mean, like I said, I took the best precautions I could take. Stay away from people as much as you can. But my God, how much more isolation can I do? And it only took, an hour or two for me to get this, if that's the way it happened. Visiting my daughter? Is that what happened? When I'm hours, 5 days a week at my job, 8 hours a day dealing with co-workers, and who knows where they've been, and who knows if they're telling the truth about anything that they came across, and if they're telling the truth that they've been in contact with anybody. No, I don't know. No, nobody's saying nothing. Keeping your mouth shut. Because number one, you'd be off of work without pay. Without pay. Now, I'm halfway through. I can't seem to wake up early in the day to get this done, but I've started another application for unemployment. Now, this might take a while for me to get any unemployment, but seeing as I'm off work because of a fault of my own, which no fault of my own if you ask me, that I am not getting paid while I'm off in isolation. So I'm almost sure 100% that I will get unemployment. And even if my company denies me, I'll get it. Because number one, nobody can blame anybody for getting the C. Especially when you did take precautions and you did wear your mask. Not like my boss saying that when he goes out, he don't wear his mask. What risk are you to me? A massive risk to me by not wearing your mask when you are out and about, and you've got kicked out of places, because you told me that. He told me that. He wears it enough on his job. He don't need to wear it when he's out. Now, what a hypocrite. What a hypocrite. And you come to your job and you could be spreading your germs, because like me, I was only so far away and I got it. And so what makes you immune from this? That's what I'm saying. What a hypocrite. And I'm not the only person he said that to. So if he wants to have an argument about it, we can have an argument about it. And you can deny it. But where did I get it from? Where did I get it? Just make it up out of the air? Anyway, this is just my little vent, because now I just gotta listen to what he's got to say when I go back into my job. Follow the procedures and see what he says to me. But I got to listen. And I'm not to be too quick to answer back and watch what I say and what I don't say. So, because the next step is what I got to do. I got to see what he's doing and then do my next move, my next step, whatever that may have to be. So guys, thank you for stopping by and listening to me go on about this, but it's very important. Just another reminder, guys, I'm just going to stress to you, anybody can give it to you. Anybody. Trust no one. Trust nobody. And each person has different effects, okay? Some just mild, like mine's mild to compared with a lot of people. But I still got my results as the P. So I'm just telling you guys, if you know it's just another step to take, if you have been told over the phone or something, hey, don't come over because I might have it because such and such has got it. Take that as a stay away until that person has been tested. And make sure they isolate themselves for at least 7 to 10 days. And get their test done. And then whatever it is, the recovery after isolation. And wear your masks everywhere because there's a lot of people that don't seem to be taking this seriously. And the ones that are taking it seriously are the ones getting it. And probably the ones that aren't getting it, they're just lucking out. But their day will come. And they just might have a serious problem. You never know. And just a reminder for the ones that have passed, may they rest in peace. Because we know when it first started that people were just dropping. And they still are. Remember that, guys. Around the world, there are thousands and thousands are dying right now. Still, today. So, thank you guys for stopping by. And don't forget to like. And I'll see you in the next video.